this championship white FK8 in today. We're fitting a Dream roll cage and Eibach anti-roll bars. Let's get into it. So in order to get this FK8 ready for track, we're going to be fitting a Dream roll cage. This is one of our T45 editions, meaning it's lighter weight than the CDS version. Now we're going to be fitting that obviously into the rear, so we're going to do away with the rear seats. But the weight that we're putting into the car, this is only around 20 kilos, we've actually already saved from removing of the front seats. Moving on to suspension, we're going to be using some of the Eibach front and rear anti-roll bars. Now those we've previously used on time attack cars, so again, very familiar with those. And on the rear as well, we've got a bit of adjustability that we can then stiffen or loosen the rear roll bar. Once those are in, the final piece of the puzzle is one of our new harness bars. Unfortunately, it's black and not a red one, but I think once we've got it in there, cut into the trims as well, it should look quite nice. I'm going to be trying to make quite a neat job of this one. I'm going to cut the carpet down the bottom where these cage mounts to the floor, and then up around the top here to where these cage mounts on the seatbelt area. Cutting the plastics, making small incisions around here, just to try and get a nice, neat profile. Hopefully, with all that done, we'll give it a nice OEM appearance.
Thousands of tears later.
So that's the cage bolted in now. I've put the bolts through the floor and across the back there. They've both got spreader plates across, taking some of the load. But it's starting to come together quite nicely. Obviously getting this trim in now, again the same on the other side, and then we can start to put our harness bar across the back there. So once the rest of the trims are in place, we should then just be left with the cut on the carpet along the front there. Not a job I particularly like, but it's one job that makes the whole thing look really neat. So the alignment I've put into the car now, we've got -3 degrees of camber on the front and -2 degrees of camber on the rear. I've kept the toe pretty neutral, and obviously it goes without saying that the new roll cage in there is going to add a lot more strength to the body, and with the roll bars in place also, that's going to keep the car nice and flat around the corners. That being said, the road test from last night was just a little bit too explicit to show you. But what I can vouch for is how well this car handles. Obviously with all this adjustability now, we can go from adjusting camber, toe, dampening. Obviously with the coilovers, we can actually start to balance the weight of the car, so if the customer wanted to corner weight, we can actually start to shift weight around the car. All that being said, it just adds to exploiting the benefits of the car on track and the handling and the performance you're going to get from fitting all these new parts. Customers come in with standard suspension and now leave them with, you know, a full suspension package. I'm sure he's going to be over the moon with what he's going to receive. Just to summarise on what we've done today, so we fitted Eibach front and rear anti-roll bars, that's 32mm front and 25mm rear, HKS Hipermax Coilovers, Dream T45 roll cage, and one of our new rear harness bars. With track builds in mind, there's another product that we've been working on, and it's a seat frame kit. This is coming out in a couple of weeks, and it's just going to allow for a lot more adjustability and fitment of a wide range of seats into the FK8 platforms. If you've enjoyed today's video and you want to see more content from us, please hit the like, share and subscribe buttons and leave us a comment below.